2023 Kia Niro EV Review. What's new? Fully redesigned for 2023. More distinctive styling. Roomier interior. 2023 kicks off the second Niro generation. The Kia Niro EV 2023 is a fully electric version of the brand's Niro compact crossover. It's less priced than the larger EV6 from the South Korean automaker without sacrificing much in terms of range or interior comforts. In the cabin, the second generation Niro is a lot more sophisticated vehicle with improved technology and more comfort amenities. The 10.3-inch side-by-side displays look terrific and feature simple menus. The Niro feels more upscale thanks to available options like heated and ventilated front seats and a Harman Kardon sound system. In terms of practicality, the crossover has gained 22.8 cubic feet of cargo capacity behind the second row of seats. With an EP estimated range of 253 miles, the Niro gets a lot of mileage out of its compact battery pack. In our real-world range test, we were able to travel 280 miles on a single charge with the Niro EV. That matches the real-world performance of the Chevrolet Bolt and Volkswagen ID.4. The Niro EV lacks excitement in part because it only has a 201 horsepower electric powertrain. There is no option for a dual-motor arrangement, as some rival EV do, but if performance is important, Kia will likely recommend you to its larger EV6. Overall, we like the revamped 2023 Niro EV. It's a wonderful alternative to compact electric vehicles like the Bolt, ID.4 and Hyundai Kona Electric. All of these EV provide outstanding value for money, but the Niro stands out even more with a long warranty and a long list of features. Check out our expert rating to see how our test team rated Robert De Niro. How does the Niro EV accelerate? Around town, the Niro EV feels quick enough when you need it. The electric motor delivers satisfying power, and the accelerator pedal never feels touchy or excessively sensitive. The Niro EV sped from 0 to 60 mph in 7.1 seconds, which is faster than the class average. The brakes provide adequate performance, with a solid, firm pedal and configurable one-pedal drive, which means you may use regenerative braking to slow the car while rarely using the brake pedal. The Niro EV, on the other hand, isn't particularly sporty. The suspension has been optimized for comfort rather than aggressive handling. On the road, it's composed and steady, but the low levels of grip mean you won't be whipping around curves with much gusto. How spacious is the Niro EV? At highway speeds, the Niro EV is quiet and comfortable, with little wind or road noise. The ride is comfortable without being too soft or floaty. It creates a relaxing atmosphere in the cabin. The front seats are well-shaped and provide adequate support, but the cushioning is a little stiff. We wouldn't say the seats are uncomfortable, but we hope they break in with additional use. The back seat is also a little hard and flat. Heated seats are standard in the front and optional in the rear. A heated steering wheel and ventilated front seats are also available as options. The included dual-zone automatic climate control works nicely, maintaining a comfortable temperature in the cabin without blasting the fans all the time. The vents, particularly those for rear passengers, are neatly positioned. The climate control panel is easily accessible. However, you may need to divert your gaze away from the road to do more than alter the temperature. How is the inside? The inside of the Niro is simple and functional. All important controls are easily visible and accessible. You almost never have to look for a button. The graphics for the touchscreen menu system are a little archaic, but it's still quite simple to use. The movable panel directly below the screen is appealing to us. With a single press, the panel switches from climate settings to media and navigation controls. The temperature knob transforms into a volume control. It's quite slick. How is the interior? The inside of the Niro is straightforward and functional. All critical controls are plainly visible and reachable. Almost infrequently do you have to look for a button. The touchscreen menu system's graphics are a little dated, but it's still really easy to use. We like the movable panel directly below the screen. The panel converts from climate controls to media and navigation controls with a single press. The temperature knob becomes a volume control. It's quite smooth. How's the technology? Kia incorporates a lot of standard in-car tech and driver assistance with the Niro EV, just like it does with many of its other vehicles. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, though neither is wireless. Navigation and a Harman Kardon audio system are among the features. The GPS and infotainment interface appears archaic, but it is simple to operate. The top trim contains a power socket that can be used to power devices and small electrical tools or appliances using the Niro's batteries. It's really cool. Our test vehicle also included a head-up display, which washed out when we wore polarized sunglasses. We're also impressed by the standard driver aids, which include adaptive cruise control and blind spot warning, parking sensors, and an enhanced adaptive cruise control that can alter speed during corners using the navigation system are available as options. All of the assistants function properly, with no false alerts or jerky reactions. How is the storage situation? The hatchback of the Niro EV has plenty of cargo space, especially when the movable rear load floor is folded down. The cargo area is spacious and upright, and the rear seats can be pulled down to provide even additional cargo room. The hatchback's dimensions are broadly comparable to those of the Niro's competitors. If you don't have people back there, the flat rear seat floor provides even more space. Storage for the rest of the car is adequate, but nothing stands out. Although the door pockets and armrest bin are modest, there are places to stow your phone or sunglasses. The cup holders may be tucked away for further convenience. Do you have small children? Although the child safety seat anchors are easily accessible, the rear seat is on the tiny side. The same goes for the door opening, thus installing larger chairs may be difficult. How do the range and efficiency compare? The Niro EV has a range of 253 miles according to the EPA. We exceeded Edmund's real-world EV range test by a wide margin, traveling 280 kilometers on a single charge. Our computed consumption was 25.6 kWh per 100 miles, which was lower than the EPA estimate of 29 kWh/100 miles. Keep in mind that the lower your usage figure, the better. Overall, this is one of the less expensive EV on the market. Kia claims that the Niro EV has a peak DC fast charging rate of 85 kW, which can get you from 10% to 80% capacity in around 45 minutes with a proper charger. This is about average for a little electric vehicle. While the VW ID4 and Kia's EV6 may recharge faster, the Niro is faster than the Chevy Bolt and a DC fast charger. Is the Niro EV an excellent buy? The Niro EV costs slightly more than its primary competitors, but less than premium EVs such as the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, or Mustang Mach-E. The Kia is also well equipped from the start, and the top trim adds even additional amenities that would cost thousands more on competing EV. The inside of the Niro EV is attractive but not exceptionally luxurious. Everything in our test car seems robust and well made as well. The Niro EV comes with one of the best warranties available on the market. Kia offers a powertrain and battery warranty of 10 years and 100,000 miles. The standard warranty lasts 5 years/60,000 miles. Kia also provides roadside support for 5 years/60,000 miles. Kia has recently released some highly different designs, and the Niro EV is no exception. It's not as fashionable or sporty as its stablemate, the Kia EV6, but it's nonetheless fashionable. We think it looks better in solid colors than in two-tone, but we like that Kia provides something more than black, white, and various degrees of gray. We do wish it were a bit more fun to drive. However, it has composed on-road manners, but other small EV do a better job of being enjoyable and comfortable at the same time. We recommend the fully loaded Wave trim because it offers a great list of equipment for a reasonable price. Add the Wave Preserve package for $1,300 if you live in a cold weather climate, since it includes a heat pump system to keep the range comparable in the winter. Kia Niro EV models. The 2023 Kia Niro EV is a compact EV that comes in two trim levels, Wind and Wave. Both have a 64.8 kWh battery pack that's good for an EPA estimated 253 mile range, 280 miles in Edmunds testing. They also have a 201 horsepower electric motor that powers the front wheels.